far as their great group of role players. The immediate response from Hachimura. The three at the other end, that thing fired him up.
Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 5 now.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
James looking around. Back to Doncic. Pulls it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. James has got his second bucket.
The minute that man walks into the gym, LeBron James is in his range.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul. Here's Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. He's got 5.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
LeBron James on the wing from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Lakers trail by 7. James kicks to Hayes. The Lakers moving the ball around. Back to James. He's looking for Hayes and finds him over Green. Los Angeles with another miss.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
To the middle. And Green slams it in.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
From deep, James. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offensive rebound. Here's Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Out to Doncic. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Butler. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 16-7 run. Outside Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's the triple. Pass to Moody. The 3. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 11. Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. Shoots over Curry. And LeBron throws it down hard.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Podziemski with it. He's defended by Reeves. Steps back and fires. It's rebounded by Hayes.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Out to the right wing. Hachimura finds Hayes. Back to Hachimura. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer. Hachimura's got his second bucket of the night.
You have to pay attention to Hachimura no matter where he is.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, they'll be ready. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
To the wing right side. And here is Vanderbilt. No good with the triple. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists. In the game. Up top, Finney Smith. "11 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Vincent. Offline with his 3. Kuminga with a wide open look. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 10. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
They've got Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Connect, and it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Out to the wing. Here's Goodwin. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Goodwin's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry making it look so easy.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's gonna be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now, here's Goodwin, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Vanderbilt. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors leading by 14. Down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
To the right side. Here's Vanderbilt. And nothing is falling for him right now. Hield outside. Inside, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. Here is the 2K leaderboard. In the season's second half, these teams have been really passing the ball well. Number 5, the Warriors.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
Now here's James. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Here's Pajemski, following the score by Los Angeles. And there's a 3-second violation. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Doncic outside. Outside Reeves from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Butler. Curry with it. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. The shot by Pajemski, no good. It's James on the wing. Moody defends. Hayes, the pass to Reeves. James with the ball. 6 to shoot. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic.
Guys, I tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
Pass to Reeves. Now here's Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Green. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Reeves finds Hayes. And here's Doncic. There's the triple. James can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Outside Reeves. It's James on the wing. Sinks the tray. James has got 6.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Here's Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. and they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Reeves. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. The Warriors pull it in.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And here's Curry for three. He buries it from three. 10 points for him.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Timeout called. The Lakers.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Finney-Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Goodwin's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Vanderbilt. Vincent passes to Goodwin. Out to the right wing. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. The rebound by Post. The Warriors lead by 4. And there's the lob.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Vincent outside. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Pass to connect to stop the run. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now Vincent. He's covered by Curry. Vanderbilt to pass to Finney-Smith. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Misses from short range. Here's Kuminga. And he banks in the layup. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
The Lakers call timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Vincent outside. Vanderbilt to pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Vanderbilt. Vincent outside. Sinks that one from the post. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Back to Hield. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Goodwin. Now Vincent. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
And I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler out there with Moody. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Podziemski in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, James. There, LeBron for 3.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Back to Hachimura. Butler with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Finished off the break. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Butler, a team-first guy. Willing to dish that rock all the time.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. On the wing, Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Pass to James. Wow! LeBron James with the range.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
And it's Hield missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
James deciding where to go with it. James, a freight train coming!
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. James finds Doncic. On the wing, Hachimura. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Moody. Close in. Moses Moody.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
It's James on the wing. Moody defends. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
And Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
It's James on the wing. 4-3. Oh, back at you. LeBron.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the Warriors call time here. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Vincent checked in for Los Angeles. The Warriors also with a sub. Jackson Davis is checked in for Jimmy Butler. Lakers trail by 5. Goodwin passes to Vincent. Finney Smith up top. Now here's Vanderbilt, covered by Jackson Davis. Here's Vanderbilt. No points so far. Pass to James. It's stolen by Kuminga. A minute and a half left to play in the first half of basketball. The putback.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Goodwin passes to James. There's the strength of the King.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Pass to Moody. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
For three, James. Warriors with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
James against Kuminga. It's blocked. 24 seconds left in the half. And here's Curry for three. It's rebounded by Goodwin.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Here's James. What muscle from James.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Wow. Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Woo. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making. The defense. Pay.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good on me. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And if you just join it in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
At the forward slot, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
James against Kuminga. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month. The Warriors, #1.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.